It's time to raise the roof for our latest regular season episode. And today's a very special day for Rays fans. Today's a special day for us.
We are roofed, Alex.
We have a roof. Once again, the Rays are returning to our beloved Tropicana Field, America's ballpark, as said by many, which is a very true statement. The Rays will be having their home opener today. It has been nearly 600 days. I think it's like 560 something days since the Rays have played inside of Tropicana Field, and I know that a lot of people are going to be at the game today. I'm sure it'll be a fantastic time. Plenty of tears will be shed, but good vibes going on. So with that, welcome to the pod. I'm your host, Alex Murphy. With me today, the boys are all here, Gibby and Evan Lynch. Um, Guys, they're back. Like
And it's a
it's real. They're
sellout.
playing at the Trop again.
Yeah, and it's a sellout. I mean, I can't remember the last time opening day tickets were like just $150 just to get in. I mean, that's kind of a achievement there for the Rays. So I mean, I won't be going, but I've already sort of seen the Trop, so I won't discuss that further. But uh it's been it's been great. I'm excited for them to all for all the fans to pour back in there. Apparently, there's still a lot of tickets for Tuesday and Wednesday, which I understand if you didn't want to go because you already took Monday off, but still a lot of tickets left for those other 2 days. So if you can't get an opening day, Tuesday and Wednesday, I mean, just as good opening series. It'll be action packed. It'll be great against the Cubs. But yeah, I'm so excited for the Trop, man. I mean, it's just a symbol of, you know, what the hurricane it was a symbol of damage of what happened during Hurricane Milton, and then, to have it all fixed up is very great. A lot of people still don't have their lives fixed from that hurricane, but to have, the Trop back and all that, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, Alex.
Wow. Yeah, cheapest ticket on Ticketmaster is 117, and that's for standing
That's
room. That's
crazy.
it's a lot of money, but that's good. That means the demand is high. So no, but this will be cool. And especially, I mean, you can't write it up any better that Shane's on the mound tonight too, or I guess this afternoon.
Oh yeah.
So his first start back at home
Yeah.
is also the Trop's first game in over a season. So that lines up pretty perfectly. Um, yeah, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be I don't know. It doesn't feel like last year felt long, but it doesn't feel that weird to me. I don't know. Maybe just because I've seen so many games at the Trop. I mean, on TV, but I don't know. It's just like last year didn't even happen. So
Yeah. It's just like we're back.
yeah, that's a hell of a job by the crews getting the Trop ready to go. It looks as good as it's ever been on the pictures I've seen on Twitter. So. No, I'm excited. I'm excited. It'll be awesome. It'll be a cool moment.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically the best version of the Trop. I mean, you're right, Evan. I mean, it looks clean, like just so clean. It's crazy how clean it is. Um, like what you said about McClanahan, I finally got to take the jersey off. I actually took it off during the away series so I could watch him pitch and from, my house. But now, at home, I actually get to wear this jersey, and hopefully he doesn't run into, the same stuff he did in the sixth inning last time because god damn, he was fucking dealing until that. And it wasn't really his fault. So, uh, great job. Great job from Clinton last start. And yeah, I'm excited as hell for him to, you know, pitch this time. Evan, do you want to give us the pitching matchups maybe? That'd be a good segue.
Yeah.
Pitching
Let's
matchup of the week.
see. What's
Oh
up,
wait,
Alex?
Alex, do you want to say something?
Yeah,
Sorry, I
I
took your
mean,
hosting.
yeah, I know. It's like we've waited so long for this, and the Trop looks really beautiful now. Like they've done a lot of work to it. It looks really nice. They've done a lot of work with all of the premium areas for those who have money, unlike us. So the Tampa Bay elite, not us peasants. So I'm sure they'll be having a great time. The turf looks really nice. I understand that not all of the panels on the roof are like fully done yet, but they're
It's
as
the uh, all the panel, or they're not done set in like they look a little orange still, like
yeah, but like it's
the
not that bad in the grand scheme of
it's not
things. I'm
that
not
bad.
gonna lie.
It's not bad,
No,
but
so like I'm not too worried about it. It's like I don't know. It's just it feels it feels it feels right to be back. It feels right to be back at the Trop. And I'm saying that now because hopefully the Rays are going to be getting a new stadium in a couple years. So like I think for us and I think a lot of people took the Trop for granted last year. A lot of people took the Trop for granted, but it is so much better than I think anyone gives it credit to be. It's pretty ridiculous that people continue to give it shit. Um, like it's our home. It's been our home for the last nearly 30 years. Um, it's been there since 1990. So that's, more than 35 years at this point. Like this building for however people want to perceive it or view it is a staple of Tampa Bay, is a beacon and icon in a notable just structure in St. Pete. Um, it's such an important part of society in Tampa Bay. I don't think that people realize enough about. And I think like today, I think a lot of those emotions that people maybe didn't have before are going to come back for good reason. And I really do hope that people cherish the Trop because I know like when we were able to get credentials back in 24 and cover that series before the All-Star break, I felt like a kid in a candy store. I was just like, oh my God, we're covering Rays games inside of Tropicana Field. We're on the field. We're talking with players. We're talking with coaches. Um, like being in there when no one's there is one of the more surreal things that I've ever experienced in my life, especially the game that they won, the first game of that series that Friday night. The fact that we got to see the Trop light up orange, the roof light up orange before we got stuck outside of the wrong door inside of the we don't
that's funny.
talk about that. That was a bad look on our part, but um the fact that we got to see the roof light up orange, lit up orange with literally no one inside. We were just inside the press box. It like it it just felt right. Everything about it felt right. It didn't feel eerie. It didn't feel empty. It just there was like a coziness to it, like it feeling like home. And I hope that Rays fans truly feel that today. Like it feels like home because it is home. And it will always be home regardless of where they go in the future. So I hope that people realize that. But yeah, it should be like there's going to be a lot of tears shed. Like a lot of tears shed. And a lot of baseball fans are probably gonna be like, "Oh my God, why are these people crying about such a shitty ballpark?" I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, who cares? People have
Also,
played in much shittier ballparks.
I'm kind of glad we got this, delayed opening day for the Trop too, because it kind of makes it feel a little bit more special. It's kind of
Yeah,
like the
because they're the last
last,
one, right?
we're the last ones that kind of, open it up for our stadium, and you know, it's already, it's producing. I mean, local news won't stop talking about it. I mean, it's been a huge, it's been a. I don't know if the Rays opening day has ever been talked about this much.
Since
So
1998.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess. You know, so
First one.
yeah, so this is, I mean, it's going to be awesome to get there. Yeah, a lot of people are going to cry as soon as they, see the opening, and when they get
It's
a peek into the hugeness of the stadium. It just feels major league, like when you're at Steinbrenner, you just know, it's not actual home,
Yeah,
and
and the hate was so not warranted. Like the
yeah,
Bills
exactly.
literally played in a stadium for 50 years that had piss troughs. Like
Hey,
people are
whoa, whoa.
complaining about what?
What's wrong with those are an experience.
Yeah, but
Pitch
like that's
troughs
not a,
are an
I mean, you
experience.
don't want to use that as like a beacon of like this is why you should come here. Like that's not a good vibe.
No, 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 no. But it's not. That's not a knock, though. I don't think that's
No,
kind
no, but
of.
I think like the whole like
That's part
places.
of growing up.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it is. No, but like it gets such a bad rep for no reason. Like
Yeah,
legitimately, it is a fine stadium. It does the trick. It's got some really cool parts to it. They've done a lot of really good work. And this isn't just with this renovation. This was even back when Stu owned the team, which is not that long ago at this point, but still. When Stu owned the team, he put a lot of considerable amount of money for Stu standards into renovations and upgrades to the Trop. So like this has been like an ongoing process now for I feel like a decade at this point. Like they put in well over $100 million in upgrades over that time, and I understand that that's not a lot of money in the grand scheme of things. But like the fact that they've even tried to update it in any sort of capacity, I think is a sign from the organization itself that like they're trying to make it the best fan experience possible. And I really do hope that people appreciate what's going to be happening because all of this stuff that's been happening with all these uh, renovations and upgrades now, like they're only going to be there for like 3 years, and yet they put in all this time and effort into making sure that this is the best fan experience possible for the next 3 years. So I got to give credit where credit's due to everyone, not just previous ownership, but current ownership and everyone that's part of the organization now that's helped to bring this back because it's truly this has been a incredibly long process and the fact that we're at this point now where in a couple hours opening day is going to be happening. I mean, it's the most beautiful thing in the world.
absolutely.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
And we have a chance to get back to 500 and post the
This
meme
is true.
on
That's right.
like
You're supposed to be.
that's perhaps the most important part that we get to post that 500 meme.
Yeah. And I mean, there's plenty of things going on today. Evan's wearing the shirt right now because,
Go blue.
yeah, his
Go
boys are
blue.
playing in the
Oh,
Natty
Yeah,
today.
yep, yep. The natty.
yeah. I'm glad that the Rays game's at 4:10.
It's crazy
So
It works
how
you
out.
can have
It
you
works
can have
out
enough time to
perfectly.
process both.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's
it's
great.
So yeah, we got D1 national championship going on. We have plenty. I mean, all the basketball is going to be wrapping up at this point. Then it goes into, focus on college baseball for the rest of the year because I know our boys at USF and University of Tampa have been doing really well. So plenty of that, and then baseball, just Major League Baseball, minor league baseball, all that good stuff. Everything's starting up.
and hockey playoffs. I mean,
Yeah,
the
and the hockey playoffs. Yeah, the Bolts are
the
in it.
the
The
Bolts
Panthers
are
are not in it.
yeah, the Bolts are a wagon again.
They
So
are, and the Flyers might be in
yeah, they're
it.
what they're top three in the Metro, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I have false hope.
Flyers good for once.
Yeah,
This
I
man's
can't believe
insufferable.
it. I
This man's
can't believe
insufferable
that they're
now.
good. I thought it was an anomaly. I thought it was a fallacy. I didn't think it was real.
Hey, but also the Panthers got eliminated from the playoffs,
Yeah.
so
Yes, they did.
that's a good one for Tampa Bay.
Yes, they did.
No three in a row for you.
There's a lot of stuff that's I mean, we didn't even talk about Levante David, Bucks legend.
Actually, yeah, he retired. I got his
Yeah.
jersey for $40 the other day. It's
Yeah,
coming up.
y'all should be getting those jerseys and the Mike Evans jerseys. Those
Uh,
jerseys are going to be good forever. Just
I
buy them now
skipped.
because they're
I
cheap.
know. I skipped on the Mike Evans jersey because I'm like, he's still playing. It would feel better, for the Vontae David jersey because it's like he retired and
Yeah, but
he's
like if you're
fucked for
getting it
life.
now, it'll be cheaper.
Yeah, exactly.
And everybody's still gonna wear them too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. This isn't like
that's going to be half the jerseys. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're not going in and getting like a Mike Glennon jersey or friggin' I don't
Hey, random
Mike
Mike Lennon
Glennon.
stray.
know. Well, he played on the Bucks. Am I going crazy?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was like
like
alarm clock
you're
era.
not you're not getting someone like that where you're like Jesus Christ, dude. Like, why do you have that jersey?
Hey,
I
Fairfax native Mike Lennon. I remember he
Oh
went to
my
NC
God.
State.
Someone told me that they saw, I forget where they saw it, but they saw a Matt Andrees Rays jersey at a spring training game this year. Like
No
that,
judgments. That
that's a
rocks.
deep cut. That's a deep cut.
Complete game. Never forget that.
He's iconic. Well,
He had he had
so
he had he had the latest complete game in Rays
No, no,
Not
no,
not
no, no.
not I
Littell
know
has it.
I know not more recently, but he had it for a while. He had it for like 3 or 4 years, I think.
And then Yarborough had it, and
Yeah,
now Littell's
and
got
then
it.
Littell got it
Yeah.
last year, or yeah, I think last year.
Well, speaking of pitching, let's get into talking about the Rays bullpen. No, just kidding. We will talk about that, but I do want to make sure that we talk about the first road trip of the season for the Rays. A 9 gamer. The Rays went 4-5 because they were to take the final 2 games in the series in Minnesota, which was really good. Struggled out of the gates in many different ways against the Cardinals and against the Brewers. They went 2-4 there, but then went 1, 2 out of 3 against the Twins. Somehow won a game in like 30-degree weather with snow flurries. So they've played because actual opening day in St. Louis was like 90 plus degrees. And then within a week, they played a game, another home opener in a completely different city where there were snow flurries and it was 30 degrees outside. So the Rays have experienced the polar extremes of weather in not even 2 weeks. Um, Starting pitching has seemingly been fine. Nick Martinez apparently was literally just working on stuff in spring training because he's been good to start things out. Steven Matz has been a dog out of the gates. Very impressed by him. Um, Gibby already talked about it, but Sugar Shane had his first start in 900, nearly 1,000 days. Ran into some trouble in the fifth inning, but was rolling up until that point. It was just a phantom tag that didn't happen with Cedric Mullins, who has been very disappointing out of the gates, but not great vibes there. Yanni's looked really good out of the gates. Junior finally hit his first home run. His defense has sucked ass. He is, I believe, committed 6 errors so far this season, and there have been like nine. There have been 9 games played, so not really a great vibe when you're committing 0.6766 errors. I'm so sorry that I said that. When you're committing 2/3 of an error per game on average right now. Um, and then the bullpen has sucked, except for the last 2 games.
Who could have
Bullpen,
seen that one coming?
yeah.
Almost like it's almost like they were really, really bad last year, and we didn't do anything to improve it.
And they also had a bunch of guys who were on the IL, so it's not like Uceda being on the IL to start the season didn't help out. Clevenger going on the IL didn't help out.
Yeah, it
Jax
really doesn't
has
help.
no, Jax has been incredibly
They looked good
disappointing.
the last 2 games, though. I will
Yes,
say, like,
yes, they have
I
looked very
mean,
good the last 2 games, but
Jax had a really, really good 2 innings yesterday, and
yes.
Kevin had a great. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
Kevin
great.
Kelly was
Yesterday was a
actually
great
able to
game.
shut the door, so
Yesterday
that
was a
was
great
good.
game. Played starting pitching. Nick Martinez was awesome. Bullpen was super clean, and the offense had timely hitting,
Yeah,
kind of
4-1.
at the end of the game.
4-1
But
is the first actual Rays game we have here because I mean none of the rest of these scores look like how Rays game should be, other than this 3-2 Rays win against the Brewers.
I
I
will
mean,
say Kevin Kelly, even with what he did yesterday, still has a 17 ERA this year.
yeah.
slowly, we'll get there.
Because he had that really bad game against the Twins where he was serving up meatballs left, right, and center.
We'll get him sub 10, Alex. We'll get him sub 10.
God, I hope so. Here, let me go look up Griffin Jax's because I mean he had like a 22 ERA at one point.
Jeez.
The 6 outs yesterday will probably help bring that
Oh, it's
down
down to
too. Yeah,
11.25. So he
Oh,
basically cut it in half.
but
keep grinding, Jax. We love you. Sometimes.
no, yeah, I think yesterday was a ginormous win. Like coming home. I mean, and the Twins stink. You can't like losing the
Yeah.
series this early on the road to the Twins. In addition to losing the Cardinals I don't think are going to be a very good baseball team
No,
either.
no.
So, losing to the Brewers, that's pretty expected. The Brewers
Hmm.
are expected to be one of the best teams in the NL. Um, so you can't losing a series to the Twins would have been awesome. So getting that win yesterday, Richie finally coming through, big hit. Um,
Yeah,
and I
that
mean,
was
the starting
huge.
pitching has been phenomenal this entire season.
Yep.
Like, I don't have a single complaint with them. Even Joe Boyle on Thursday, he didn't. The defense doesn't help out at all. He got unlucky.
His
And
stuff looks good. He's looked very solid overall.
yeah, and then I mean, Martinez, like you said, was very concerning in spring training. He's had 2 really good starts. I think he's pitched 2 of the 4 wins that we've had this season. So No complaints there. It's really just basically the defense and the bullpen. It's pretty simple. I
Yeah.
don't understand
Yeah.
where the defense
We're
has been
playing
this
opposite
poorly.
Rays
We
of
have.
every other year we've ever had. I mean, other than last year, because this is the same problem as last year, but or like halfway through last year was really when the bullpen just fucking fell off the face of the fucking earth. But
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah, I
it
mean,
was bad.
it's been yeah, it's been really weird just to all the scoring we've had. We've had a lot of high scoring games, and and then we think we got it, and then one of our bullpen guys has a five run 4 run inning. So it's like yeah, it's not the usual Rays baseball, and then on top of that, the defensive errors. Oh my God, it's been frustrating. I mean, you kind of understand why that was the emphasis of this team, for so long and how they made the playoffs. Even though it was frustrating for fans when you're like, "Oh, we got a bunch of guys hitting 220," but guess what? We have the best bullpen in the league and the defense is solid, so it's going to be a 2-1 game or a 3-1 game. But but yeah, I mean, the bullpen is just not what it used to be. But hopefully, if it's happening at the beginning of the year, they can right the ship a little earlier, and then we can have some smooth sailing from there. But yeah, I mean, it'll be a tricky adjustment for sure. I mean, this ugh, just need our bullpen back. I mean, that's really what it is. But go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the
And,
bullpen
and
has been shoddy this year. I don't think that there's any way to avoid that. It hasn't been good. The Rays haven't found a way to correct it so far, and issues that had persisted from last season. Because it was last year where they were like the worst bullpen in baseball, and then they corrected things within like a month and a half, right? Or was that 24?
Might have been
24. I mean, I don't think we ever
24.
corrected anything last year in the bullpen. Once
I
it,
Okay,
think
yeah, because
things
there was
got
that. It
worse
was
halfway through the year
Yeah,
last
it
year.
was within like the last year or so where, or like last two seasons where they had a really, really shitty start to the season, and then they were able to finally figure things out, and then everything worked out in their favor, or not worked out in their favor, but it was a lot more successful than where it was before. Um, yeah, it's just like the things that they pride themselves on right now are not going as they want to. Junior doesn't look like he's progressed as a fielder, and he looked good in spring training from what I just from the clips that I can like immediately remember right now. He looked solid in spring training, which I felt like was a good sign coming into the year. Um, I know that there were some issues here, there, and everywhere, but like Cedric Mullins looked like he had a pretty good spring. He was tracking balls down, making good catches. Chandler Simpson is probably the best defender that they have right now, which is a crazy statement to make because he was subpar in that category last year, and now he's like to start the season one of the best left fielders in baseball in terms of that. Plus, he's getting on base all the time,
yeah, can we please lead
stealing
off with
bases.
him?
What?
Can we please lead off with him?
Yeah,
I
I don't
do.
know. Yeah, like I don't understand why they're doing that. And also, Junior is batting behind guys that aren't
Like
like
Jake
power
Fraley
hitters.
and
Yeah,
I
Yeah,
don't know.
if it was
I don't get the lineups make no sense.
like if it was Chandler, Yandy, Aranda Jr., I think that looks a lot better because you have a table setter up top who can get on base and hopefully get stolen bases, which the Rays haven't had a lot of this season, but they found a way to give up a crap ton of stolen bases, mostly on Fortes because I don't think Fiducia's played that much, at least to start out. So,
Fortes is the
um,
boy.
I mean, Fortes is great offensively, but right now he's looking like Danny Jansen defensively because he's giving up a lot of stolen bases. I understand that there's a lot of teams that they've played that are fast, but you can't be giving up that many stolen bases to start the season out. So hopefully things will correct itself there. The offense, though, has been a welcome change. So kudos to Nick Fortes for coming out of the gates hard there. But like if they can go with that top four, you have a table setter in Chandler. You have Yandy, who's on fire right now. You have Aranda, who's been good the last year and a half, essentially. And then Junior, who struggled out of the gates, I think, because of the fact that he hasn't, like, I don't know if it's pitch selection. I don't know if it's he hasn't gotten pitches. I don't know what it is. But like if there's something like that as a top four, and then you figure out the other five guys in the lineup, like that's fine. Put Fortes or Fiducia, whomever it is, whoever the catcher is in the bottom part of the lineup. Put Johnny DeLuca somewhere in the middle of the lineup. DeLuca's looked really solid, which I've already talked about it. I love Johnny DeLuca. I know that you guys have said positive things about him too. He's looked really good to start the season out. So just finding like having the top four of your lineup being four really consistent guys, and then finding a way to use the other five um, to have some sort of production, like that's how they're going to be successful. Like Ben Williamson should be playing like all the time right now. Like he should be playing all the
True.
time. Like you guys already know how I reacted to uh, Gavin Lux. Like I'm done with him, and he hasn't even played a game with this team. I just use Williamson for the rest of the year. Like he's such a solid defender, and I hope that the power's there. But like at this point, like I've given up so much on the middle infield, especially second base, because my boy's gone. That like I don't even care. Just throw someone in that makes sense, and Williamson seems to be fine, and then figure out everything else from there.
Well, Alex, they're throwing in Taylor Walls for the shortstop. That was
Yeah.
news today.
Yep. Yeah, because
I
Carson
mean,
looked like garbage to
I
start
mean,
the year.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
He
get
was
that
so good the
Walls.
first two games, and then it was like, what the
Yeah, and then he
hell?
forgot he couldn't hit at the big league
I
level yet.
know.
I get that Walls gets a lot of crap for his offense, which I understand, but the last 9 games is exactly
Yeah,
why we've
we
had him on
need
the team. Like,
solid
I think that's
defense.
been proven significantly. Is like I get it. I get the offensive concerns and the critiques, but his defense, like this would not have happened if he was in the defensive concerns would not have happened at shortstop if he was in these games. And it's like this is kind of the evidence behind why he is on the team still.
This is why we need a solid 210 hitter in the lineup.
But it's the I mean we've lost 2 or 3 games this season because strictly because of defense.
No,
Like the
I
game
agree. I
the
agree.
the,
I'm
ga- the
just
game
saying,
on two
like,
the game on Friday night was literally lost because of defense.
no, I'm just saying I'm annoyed because, like, they nothing, like, in terms of Carson, it hasn't worked out yet. So, like, now we have to go back to Walls because he's the best case scenario there. But the best case scenario for them is still someone who is essentially one dimensional in how he runs or like how he operates, what his skill set is. The defense continues to be fantastic and is like gold glove caliber at its best. And the offense is like an 80 OPS plus. Like Carson just hasn't figured it out yet. And I'm like, he hasn't played a lot of games at the big league level yet, so I'm not fully concerned, but I'm getting more concerned if that makes sense. Like it's still low, but it's rising at the same time. So like he needs to work whatever the hell it is out in Durham. He needs to work it out.
Yeah,
So true.
he's I mean, yeah, it's definitely concerning because neither sides of the ball he's been good at. Like it's not like
Mm-mm.
he's been hitting and his defense stinks and vice versa. Like he hasn't done really anything right. And I would have like maybe we did rush him up a little bit quickly, but that wasn't really our fault. I think we kind of had to. Um, but yeah, it's and I think the game on Wednesday against the Brewers, I remember I think their big eighth inning was started off by a play. It was a tough play by Carson, but it was kind of a pick at shortstop, and it's like Walls probably makes that play 9 times out of 10, and it's like that started the 6 run eighth inning that they had. So it's like those type of plays, you never know what they spiral into, and it's like that game we could we I know the score says 8-2, but it was tied 2-2 in the eighth. Like we were right there. Um, and if Walls is in there, he makes that play. Who knows? The game could be different. I know that's probably loser talk, but and I guess that goes into another point. We've been in every game this season. Like I think I saw
Yeah,
something. We've
that's
had a lead in every game this season. I
that's
know
the
some of these
frustrating
scores
part.
don't seem like it, like 6-2 to the Brewers, 8-2 to the Brewers, 10-4 to the Twins, but a lot of those have come off big innings late in the game, where we just kind of unravel. So it is nice to see that. It's like, hey, we these games go the other way, which was nice to see yesterday. We were able to kind of win that side of the coin in extras yesterday, but it is nice to see that we are in these games and who knows, like we could maybe hover around 500.
Let's go. 81, 81.
That's right. That's the I you
the
know
meme every day.
realistically that I like that should be the goal for the Rays this year. And I don't mean that in like a rude way, but a lot of different baseball publications have been like, yeah, 81, 81 is the projection. Like, and that's an improvement from last year. That's a 4 game improvement from last year to 2 game improvement from the year before. Um, like maybe they have a better record from that point, but like 81 and 81 should be the goal for this team. To at least like start things in the right direction moving forward. But yeah, it's going back to what you guys said, I agree. Pitching, starting pitching has been really solid. Bullpen hasn't been great. Outfield's been a little bit underwhelming in certain areas. I think that Chandler's been a bright spot, and I think that DeLuca's been a bright spot, but not really feeling it right now on Fraley, and not really feeling it right now on Mullins at all. They just kind of feel like stopgaps. Uh, Infield corners, as expected, have been fine. Junior just needs to pick things. Defensively, though, Junior's, I don't know what he needs to do, but like you cannot have 6 errors within the first 10 games of the year.
Yeah. No.
I
Yeah.
don't know how you
I
false
mean,
steal.
you think after being under Machado for a little bit during the World Baseball Classic, maybe he'd pick up some things there, but you can't change your player in 2 weeks. So maybe that's a little ridiculous.
No,
Yeah.
but it's just bad.
I mean, he wasn't bad last. Like he was decent last year. I just don't understand what. Maybe the shortened spring training. I don't know, but it's not like he wasn't playing. It's not like he was injured and he wasn't playing baseball. Like he was still playing baseball at the
Yeah.
WBC. Like I don't know what.
I
I don't
guess
know.
he wasn't playing as much defensively,
Yeah, that's true.
but I mean, do we want to do the pitching matchups now?
Yeah, yeah, I was gonna say, Evan, what are the pitching matchups at
I
least
got it.
for this first homestand of the season?
It is.
Because Shane's pitching today, we know
Yeah,
that. Shane's
Shane
playing with
Shane
some
Shane versus
today.
Tyon today at 4:10.
Okay.
Matthew Boyd versus Rasmussen tomorrow at 6:40, and then the Cubs have not decided on a pitcher for Wednesday's wrap-up game versus Joe Boyle at 6:40.
Yeah, and it sounds like because I know that the Rays said that Pepio looked like he was coming close to coming back. I don't know when he is coming back, but um, I would assume that he'll be back relatively soon. So, I mean, that start for Boyle could be his last start for quite a bit. So, I mean, that's a big impress start for him. That's a, you know, show out kind of outing to see whether he deserves to be considered more in the rotation moving forward. Because the rotation, I mean, it has been legitimately good this year. It's been,
Yep.
I think it's worked out. Drew's looked really solid.
The new
Uh,
pieces are doing great.
yeah,
Yeah.
the new pieces are doing great. Old pieces are doing great. I mean, Boyle's probably the odd man out there, and like even for his standards, he's been pretty solid. The strike rate's been up. Um, Walk rate's been down. Ball strike rate in general. Like he's been pounding the strike zone more, which is what you want to see out of him, considering where those walk issues have been recently. So, all those things are really, really positive with this. I just think there's a lot of positives to take um, out of what's been going on. Evan already mentioned it. Like the Rays have been in every game. It's just like one bad inning spirals out of control. Like the Rays, it was they were up 3-0, right, against the Twins in the game where they lost 10-4.
Yeah.
They were up 3-0. Gets down to 3-3. Then they have that 7 spot. They give up the grand slam to Rays legend Tristan Gray. Shout out to you, Tristan Gray.
And same thing happened in the rubber match against Milwaukee. We were up 2-0, then they tied it 2-2, and then they scored 6 and 8, and then it's 8-2 all of a sudden. It's like
Yeah,
what the hell just happened?
it feels like watching a travel baseball team where like the travel baseball team is like good, but like then you realize that the kids are 12 and they have that one blip inning where the pitcher starts walking a bunch of kids and then some dude named Tommy that's out in center field can't catch a fly ball and then everything kind of spirals out of control there. It's like a similar vibe to because I had that experience way too many times when I was playing travel ball where it was like we were good, but there was that one inning where you screw up, and that one inning where you screw up decides everything.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's quite an analogy, but it makes sense. It's not bad.
Yeah, shout
That
out to
works.
Tommy. Shout out to that kid.
Poor Tommy. Poor
He,
Tommy's a real
he
person.
doesn't he doesn't deserve it.
Tommy is definitely a real person. That
Well, actually, one of my cousins is named Tommy, but I'm not going to put that on him though. He's actually funny enough. Circling it back, he's a manager for the University of Tampa baseball program. He's like a team, like a student manager for them.
Oh,
So that's pretty cool. He's got two rings
hey,
because he's with the
there you go.
or yeah, because he's with the program. He's got two natty rings, so that's fun. But yeah, I mean, it's if they can limit the whole fuck up innings, then we're good.
oh yeah.
Last things for you.
Yeah,
Who's your player? What are your keys? Like major key to the series, and then your players. Pick a
Junior's
player.
going yard today. Junior's going back to back. Or he might go yard twice this series. Just get the fellas rowdy at the drop. Junior's my player, and then I'll go. I'll let one of you guys go Shane because he's gonna be it's gonna be sick to watch him today. But I'm going Boyle. I'm hoping for a bounce back. Not that he pitched poorly. He couldn't really catch a break on Friday. But wipe the slate clean. Have a good performance on Wednesday. Or yeah, I think he's Wednesday starter. I said.
Gibby, who's your pick a player, and what are your keys to this Cubs Rays series this week?
Um, I'd like to pick Yandy Diaz again because I was dead on accurate with my my opening opening week prediction which was he's going to still be very effective. I mean, is he still hitting 400? Because he has hits in every freaking game. Um, it feels like. Uh, so he's just been, I mean, he's just picked up exactly where I mean, last season he struggled a little bit at the beginning, and then he got back to 300 to end the year. And, he's kind of just picked that up. And apparently, one of the things was, he was looking at his batting title season and copying that swing a lot. So you know what? I will pick Yandy Diaz again because he's just been the best hitter on the team. And I mean, could be could be some MVP votes coming his way. I mean, I would be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised because he's got an insane trajectory right now. And I mean, there was that one year where he was like 10th, and you know that was strange. So I mean, I think he could get some MVP votes here. And necessarily win the MVP, I'm not sure, but uh, yeah, he could get some votes there. So yeah, Yandy Diaz, just keep doing what you're doing, all the hits. Uh, Pitching wise, I picked McClanahan last week. I'll try to change it up. Who was the second day? Who was the second start of this series? I'm literally blanking. Oh, it's Rasmussen. Rasmussen has still looked very good. I mean, they barely touched him his last outing, but I think the bullpen might have blown it up from after that. Uh, so Rasmussen is going to be huge for this series, and just keep getting those quality starts. It, like what we've been saying, I mean, the starting pitching's fine. So maybe, my pick a player should have been a bullpen guy because that's going to be far more the key here, to winning this series. Because I mean, we've already seen it. We've blown quite a few games just from our bullpen after a very quality start from one of our fine starters. So, you know, I'll also put in, asterisk, the entire bullpen is my pickup player because goddamn guys, we really need the old bullpen back.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think that there's a lot of important things that need to happen in this series. Just as a, and it's like the importance of things will depend on timing. So we're only 9 games into the season, but like for the early season, I think that this is an important series to really correct things and move in the right direction for the Rays, especially to get things off on the right note at home. That's going to be really big and should hopefully help to create more support for this team moving forward this season. But looking specifically at the keys to the series, you got to limit their big hitters. So like Seiya Suzuki, or I guess Seiya is not playing right now, but PCA players of that caliber, you need to find a way to limit them. Attack some of their worst hitters when it comes to offensive stand. Bregman, you got to find a way to contain him. Nico Horner, you got to find a way to contain him. Dansby, you got to find a way to contain him. There's a lot of big hitters on this team that can do damage, and if you can find a way to keep them, I'm not saying like keep them from not hitting a homer, but like if you can limit them to like singles and doubles, keep the ball on the ground, try to find a way to get your fielders to field behind you. That's going to be key. And I think another big key is if Shane can have a really good start today, that will set the tone for the rest of the series. So last his first start of the year, he was really good going into the fifth inning. Then he kind of blew up at the end of that outing. But if he's able to sustain things and have a really good 5 innings, kind of like a quality start because he was close to that point. I think he was like 4 2/3 with like three runs allowed, two earned, something of that sort. But if he can go like five, give up two earned, have a really good outing, strike out a bunch of guys, get the fans going, I think that'll be a good table setter for the rest of the series. For players, so my pitcher, I'm going to go with Kevin Kelly. I talked about him before. The Rays need really good bullpen help right now in so many different ways. So to have someone like Kevin Kelly actually have a really good outing, stabilize the ERA more, get some more confidence in his system, I think that's going to be key for this team. And then offensively, I've already talked about Nick Fortes. I think that he's having a great start to the season. I would love to continue to see that going because if the Rays can have good offensive help at the catching position, they will be in a good spot moving forward without a doubt. Is there
Very
anything
true.
else? Any other news in the world? Any other news in the world of baseball? The only thing I was going to say specifically, or two things. So Connor Griffin, Major League call up, got his first hit. Guess who retrieved that first hit?
Hmm. I don't know.
Think of why I would be slightly annoyed by that.
Uh, it was it Brandon Lau? Oh, okay.
Yep.
That's always a good guess. Thank God I got that one right. Thank God.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was it was Bilal.
yeah. I mean, I think the other big story, I feel like he kind of stole the night from the Final Four, at least, was Joe Adele on the Angels. I mean, literally an angel in the outfield. I mean, I literally remember him like, hitting like two balls off his glove to make them a home run, and now he's caught three home runs, stole three runs in one game.
I've never
I mean,
seen anyone have multiple home run
that's
robberies in a game.
that will never. I don't feel like that will ever happen again. I mean, that is literally like, how do you get three balls that are perfectly, well, not even perfectly catchable like that. I mean, it's still a hard catch, but just in range where he could get it. I mean, it was beautiful. And then the one where he went into the short wall and then stood up with the glove with the fans. All I
That was
mean,
an iconic catch.
that is an iconic catch.
That's an iconic photo.
That is probably the best photo of of this decade and one of the best of this century is just him holding that glove up with all the fans there. I mean, that's beautiful. I hope the Angels are good. We always say this, we can root for the Angels a little bit. Everyone's got just a little bit of of hope for the Angels because we just want to see Mike Trout. He deserves something, man.
He
Just
deserves more than what he has right now
give
because
this man
yikes.
something. So I mean,
Yeah.
I hope the Angels are turning a corner there. I mean, that was another big story, but
Yeah.
I
No,
mean,
I completely agree.
I mean, just to elaborate, I mean, I think we can elaborate on the Trop a little more. I mean, it
Yeah.
was just it's going to be. I mean, that's going to be the biggest story today and this opening series. And I want to see how they play with fans in their corner. In a sold out venue. See how it correlates to motivating this team. I think they've been trying to get the energy up in the dugout a little bit. I think Junior especially has been one of those guys trying
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
motivate. He's always the first guy, off when a home run's hit by one of his teammates. He's always the first guy out of the dugout celebrating. So I just hope that correlates to the whole team when everyone's there. And I mean, it's going to be huge because this franchise, it's basically one generation of fans, and uh, they've we've been given a lot of crap about how many fans we have, the dedication of the Rays fan, but to be back in that building, that means so much and has held every moment of importance in the Rays history.
Yeah.
It's a monumental moment for Tampa Bay, and that building deserves a winning team, and the people of St. Pete, they deserve uh and the people of Tampa Bay, we deserve a championship roster. So, and I hope that comes during the Trop era and even before the new stadiums here, because that stadium deserves a ring and it deserves a banner to be
I,
held up there, and really means something. And finally end, uh 25 years of, knowing we can conquer the baseball, all of baseball. So uh it's gonna be really hard, but I mean, this could be the this could be the alternating moment for this team. It could go any direction. It could just flatline. We kind of stay where we are with 81 and 81, kind of like what we've been saying, or this team could really take off uh after this. So I mean, uh, it could be it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to see it again, and I can't wait to see fan reactions. What they think, uh, how how it. I just want to see people crying when they see that, because that would really piss off all the Trop haters. It's
yeah.
that people actually really do care about this building,
Yeah.
and
I mean, you care about it. Like you have lived down in Tampa your entire life,
yeah,
right?
I
Like,
I
you're
got
you're Tampa Bay through and through. That place is as
I got
home for you as
pictures of
anyone.
me in there when I was like 3 months old. I'm the
Yeah.
biggest fucking baby of all time, of course, because I'm huge for no reason. Um, and yeah, I mean that I love that building.
It's sentimental. It means a lot to Rays fans to have it around. So the fact that the fact that it's back, the fact that we're gonna have baseball in the Trop again, the fact that they were able to renovate it as they did, change things as they did. I mean, it really speaks volumes to how much people care about that place and how much history is in there, and hopefully how much history will continue to be made in there because they're going to be playing there for a couple more years. So
Yep.
um, we're
The
very
Trop
excited.
the Trop is the Rays Noah's Ark. It's the catalyst. It's not perfect. It's got leaks, but you know what? It's carried this franchise, and it's helped it survive and helped it thrive, even
Correct. Yeah.
despite
100% agree.
what anyone might say. And so, yeah, that building means a lot to a lot of people. And your little Twitter jokes, they don't bother us. All right.
No, I mean,
Fucking
this is
Yankees
a,
fans, you fucking trash. You're gonna be here the next series and you're gonna fucking ruin the whole fucking place. I fucking hate all of you. All of you.
people
I
are
hope you
going to
don't.
appreciate.
Please, Rays fans, I know it's more expensive. I just come to the Yankees series. I know they're annoying, dude. Just try to come. You know,
And I think the
fuck
other
you,
thing that's
Yankees.
important,
Fuck
well,
you.
I
Sorry.
think, well, that was a very impassioned rant. No, I think the other thing that's really important is that, um, just to like see the like it's not just a symbol for Rays fans specifically of like things going back to normal, but I think it's a symbol for the entire area because of how much destruction that happened during Hurricane Milton.
Hmm.
How many people's lives were lost, billions of dollars in damage, houses were lost, livelihoods were changed forever. Like this was a wide ranging storm that had a lot of I guess widespread storm that had a lot of long lasting effects to this day for for Rays fans, for those that are in Tampa Bay, um, extended families, immediate families, like it. And then within all of that, Tropicana Field was like the symbol of it because it was the tattered roof. It was the damaged exterior. It was the Tropicana Field sign being um, broken. Like it was the if there was a symbol, if there was any more of a lasting symbol, and it's above Gibby's head, the what the Trop looked like that was the symbol of St. Pete and of Tampa Bay during that storm was the Trop roof and the fact that it was destroyed. Um and like I mean it was a symbol of how bad things got, and it's now a symbol of how good things can be. And I think that the idea of like Tampa Bay strong and people coming together for this and people trying to find a way to make the best out of a really bad situation. Like the entire Tampa Bay community came together in that time and really I mean it was an inspiring thing truly. And I hope that for those that are still recovering from this and still have effects, that Tropicana Field returning, being back, is a symbol of improvement in this area and a symbol of things hopefully getting back to some sort of normalcy. And the strength of this community in this area to get back to this point, it speaks volumes, and I mean, it's truly a remarkable thing for everyone that was involved in it. And I hope that people don't take going inside there moving forward for granted, because as we saw in a moment, it could be lost. So I hope that people moving forward over the next couple of years really enjoy their time in the Trop, because it's not going to be around for much longer. And I mean, it's a really important place to a lot of us.
Well said.
So, with that being said, that's going to conclude things on this latest episode of Raise the Roof. We appreciate you guys as always for your support. If you guys want to follow us on social media, it's Raise the Roof TB, Twitter/X, Instagram, Blue Sky. You should follow all of us there. Our YouTube channel is Raise the Roof. Be sure to subscribe, leave us a like, turn on those post notifications so you know when new uploads are happening, because we're going to try to do that as much as possible. Um, our podcast continue to support us as you guys have been. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave us a review, hopefully a five-star review. And family, friends, Rays fans, we'd love to be part of your podcast family, your podcast feed. So be sure to add us there. Our sponsors, SeatGeek, In the Clutch, and JKS Prints. Be sure to use that code Raise the Roof. Get yourself some America's Ballpark shirts, because now's the time to do it. Because the Trop is America's Ballpark, and it will always be America's Ballpark. So be sure to use that code Raise the Roof, RAYS the Roof, in all caps at checkout to save yourself some money. Help us out in the process. With all that being said, thanks so much for listening. Happy opening day, and raise up.
Raise up, baby. Let's get under that roof.